There's a secret world visitors at the zoo don't often get to see. And with our ongoing series, Explore Your Zoo, we're shining a light on what goes on behind closed doors. From training and enrichment to feeding, cleaning and welcoming new arrivals. There's plenty to see. So sit back, relax, and join us as we explore your zoo. This February marks the 18th anniversary of Wingham Wildlife Park. 18 years of hard work, dedication, and plenty of uphill battles. But for park owners, Tony and Jackie, it's been a spectacular journey.
Do you know, this might be, the owning the park is proud. Okay, and just having this park. Because I was the start of it when it started, when it was a bird park and outdoors. Well, actually, we go back before that. We go back how I met Mr. Garb, who owned the park from Mr. Garb. He was a pet shop. So there's a pet shop here, and there's lots of birds, mainly birds, a few animals, but mainly birds. Lots of finches. Then that was when it was importing lots of finches and parrots and all that. It was lots of big effort on importing and exporting birds. And I used to breed and have animals, and I used to sell them to him, and that's how we got to sort of know each other through that type of thing. And then it went on from there. And then he went on to, he said, right, I'm gonna do a bird park. So, right, do a bird park. And at the time, bird parks were the thing. There was a lot of bird parks around. It was the thing.
Originally, I was just going to be doing the website work. So I've seen even the website go from almost no information on it to what it is now. And the same goes with the park. There was nothing really at the park to fill the website with. But we've brought in so many new species. We've got rid of so many of the old buildings and things. It's almost completely unrecognizable from when I first started.
Let's take a look back at some of those pivotal moments that made Wingham Wildlife Park what it is today.
When we took it over, 18 years in February, fantastic. We then started saying, right, we need to put these bigger animals in. So we put the tigers in, and then we put the penguins, which is, no one in Kent's got penguins, so put the penguins in. So we looked at all stuff that you're not going to see in Kent that we can bring to the park. I said them titles because other people have got tigers, but
Tony's always, ever since I've started, he's always been ambitious. So he's always wanted Wingham to be a big park. He's wanted Wingham to be well known, and he's wanted us to be a proper destination in its own right within Kent. And I think that's something that is really coming on for us. And as I said, I think the chimpanzees were one of those ones that I think really brought us to the forefront with that. But what I think really cemented us as a proper zoo rather than just a bird park that changed its name a few years ago was the tigers. So tigers are, I think, one of those animals that people really associate with being at zoos, because it is not an animal that you can have in your back garden or anything like that. Whereas things like wallabies, it's not uncommon for wallabies to be kept by people. I think it was last year we had to go over to Dover and rescue one from the side of the road. Tigers are one of those ones which I think that's where the park really started to change direction, and where people would start to notice it.
For Tony and Jackie, finding a balance of what are often described as key animal ambassadors while still contributing to conservation efforts was something very important for them both. And for them, there really was only one option.
We just got ourselves settled into it. I'd managed it, so I knew all the ins and the outs of it. So I said, right, let's get. So we looked at the tigers. So lucky enough, 2 baby tigers come up, and parents rejected them, and we had them. So we had these 2 cubs come to us, 2 weeks old. When you go to a zoo, you want to see tigers. And if you could see them where they're hand-reared and they're up at the fence and they can see you, and it just gives that. I mean, people love our tigers. They absolutely love them. You ask loads of people about Troy and Blade, they know Troy and Blade are. They are just the most beautiful animals.
There's no book on how to do it exactly right, or what's right. You just learn from experiences. But each bottle had 6 ingredients that all had to be weighed up separate. So every feed Had 6 ingredients twice, do 2 separate bowls. But yeah, they've thrived, and sadly we lost Blade, but we still got Troy, and he's amazing.
So we bought this park. Now me and Jackie, we're very clever at not putting all our eggs in one basket. We always play games with what we do. So we make sure if we fall here, we'll be all right there. And we have fell down a few times before we got to this park, trust me. So we work like that. So we done all this, and then without knowing, we had another £50,000 tax bill to pay, which we didn't know about. That was our money that we had to run us through the first few weeks of getting going. No, we had to give it to the tax man. We had no money. 6 staff then, with us, 6 staff. No wages, no money to pay wages. So it's okay, Easter's here. We took it at the right time, we're just going to hit Easter now, perfect. It snowed. So the first bank holiday, the Friday, the Saturday, Sunday, Monday, there was snow on the floor. I think on the bank holiday Sunday, which was open for the money, I think we took £200. Not even a week's wages for somebody. So it was really, really, now if that's stressful, then that is where the stress comes. And lucky enough, the snow went, and then we still had our 2 weeks because the holiday fell at the start of it. Then we had our 2 weeks, and the way we went. And from there on, it just went forward. And we just drove and drove and drove and drove. It was really good.
Of course, today the park looks very different. With the largest variety of animal species in the entirety of Kent, the work has never stopped for the hard-working team behind the scenes. And now, with the largest expansion to date, which is almost double the footprint of the park, there is no signs of the work slowing down.
Do you know what it is my dream to do? It's like doing a new zoo. And my dream was to build my own zoo, not take someone else's zoo. So it was always, even though I've rebuilt the whole of Wingham Wildlife Park, but it was always having a blank canvas. That is the best thing you can have, especially when you want to be roomly.
One of the things that we were doing with the park originally was improving things that were already there and then replacing them and fitting in things where there wasn't anything. But what we're doing now is we've got a huge blank canvas, and that almost even makes it a little bit more difficult because it feels like there's perhaps a little bit more sort of pressure, or like people are expecting more because it's all brand new. So we want it all to be top rates for welfare, for education, for conservation. We want it to be the best it can be.
So now we're away. Okay, so now we're going to double the size of the park. But I'm not going to double the size of the park by putting as many species over there. I really think modern zoos now, less species, more land. Okay, and I think this is the 100% the way to go. So if you would have took me back 18 years ago and give me that bit of land, I'd have put 70 species in there easy. We'd be lucky if there's 20 over there. Okay, so it's really good. And you've seen the size of the tiger enclosures and the lion enclosures and the indoor. I mean, I had people here the other day who walked through that door and went, wow. So when you go inside and you see the swimming pools in there and you see the indoor enclosure and the room they got, it's like, and that's where my dream is to be there. That is what I want. So once we built that side, then we can look at this side again and start redoing this side, making that bigger. And that is my dream. It's not just about that side. It's about doing that side and redoing this side. And even though we have done it over the years and renew, there's not much here that was ever really 18 years ago, except from the Tropical House. But yeah, so that's where my dream is. That's my dream. And it is, I don't want to tell you too much about the animals over there because I don't want to ruin it for people. But just having the hippos, pygmy hippos here, do you know what I mean? It's like, that's Jackie's dream. Do you know what I mean? Of an animal. But we never thought we'd ever going to be ready for that for a long time. So, I mean, we're only 18 years. Some zoos that have been 30, 40 years that are not where we are. Do you know what I mean? So it's, yeah, so it's really good.
They were built good enough for the animals, good enough for the public. But obviously now things have changed within the last 18 years. And if you look at the new enclosures to the previous ones, you will see. So it is, yeah, I think it's a bit more exciting than when we first started because it's going to be amazing.
From Blade and Troy 18 years ago to Duke and Tora today, tigers have always marked the biggest milestones in Wingham's history. They are the heart of our park, but they're also some of our most demanding residents. We've seen the owner's vision for the future. Now it's time to see the hard work that keeps that vision running. Keeper training continues, and this time Aaron is headed to the carnivore section for his toughest challenge yet. Can he handle the heat, or is he in over his head?
I think Aaron is underestimating how much work there is on carnivores. Yeah.
I think you're going to be a little bit surprised with how smelly it is and how much blood is involved. But I think for the most part, I think your training will make you a good carnivore keeper.
Yeah, I think carnivores is harder than primates. Although, I'm glad I'm not responsible for the orangutans because they break stuff all the time, and I'm glad I'm not involved in that.
As long as you're vigilant, as long as you're careful, I think you should be fine.
Okay, so we are here with Georgia. So Georgia, what are we up to today?
So we're doing Duke and Tora's morning round, and so you're going to be helping me with the poo picking, the windows. They've made a lovely mess of them last night, and we're also going to be going into the pool to do some scooping for poos as well, and then we're going to feed them at the end.
So quite a lot to do, but should be fun. Okay, so potentially we're going in the swimming pool if my feet aren't too big for the waders. So fingers crossed. Although I don't know if I'd be too sad if I didn't have to go in and get poo out of the water.
Before Aaron and Georgia start their clean, Duke and Tora are locked in their bedrooms. Once Georgia's happy, everything is safe. They head into the enclosure.
Okay, so thankfully I've got an app going in the pool because the waders don't fit, which is very nice. But we do have some extra stuff to pick up. We've got an old bone. Anything else that we can see?
I can't see anything at the moment, but we'll keep searching.
Okay.
And these all get weighed so that we can calculate the food amounts at the end of the week.
Wouldn't have thought about that, no. Okay.
After a quick inspection of the enclosure for leftover bones and a quick outfit change, Georgia is ready to take the plunge.
How would you normally do it? Because you do this by yourself?
I just literally launch them and then I scoop them at the bottom. So it's up to you. But I've done loads. Yeah, I never thought scooping poos would be so relaxing.
Nice tranquil music playing, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more smelly as well once it's been in the water, I think.
Yeah.
With Aaron's somewhat distant help, Georgia empties the pool of Duke and Tora's waste and then swiftly moves on to clean the first of many dirty windows.
So it will be my turn next to do some of the windows. Last time we done the mandrill windows, I was put to shame. So let's see if my game has upped since then. Probably not, but we'll give it a go.
See if the primates taught you well.
Well, I mean, I only done the mandrills a little bit, and I don't think they were too impressed. I talked a big game, and then I think I was a bit disappointed at the end. So, they spray the windows. Talk to us a little bit about why they do spray the windows.
So, they love a spray. It's to mark their territory. So, they like to spray, especially when someone's standing right in the window. Yeah. So, yeah, this is mine.
Have you ever been sprayed at?
I have, many times.
Has it hit you?
Yes. In the face. Yeah, normally it's pretty obvious when they're about to do it. Yeah. They do turn, tail lifts up, everything tightens. And you're like, got a very short amount of time, but sometimes if you're there and you can't actually move out of the way, just like accept your fate.
It definitely felt like that when we were in there.
Close your mouth and open it. It's to mark their territory. It leaves lots of information as well. So yeah, we saw Duke doing it earlier, but they do something called a Fleming response, where they look like they're smiling, but it's actually drawing all the scents in, and it's got all the information in there. So Duke will be able to tell, you know, how Tora's feeling, whether like females are in season in the wild, and stuff like that. So yeah.
It's kind of crazy.
It's like a dog, when the dogs smell each other's bums, the tigers do the spraying and lemon response for the information. So
what do we think?
I'm going to give you maybe a 6 out of 10.
I mean, you know
Quite a
what?
few.
It's fair enough. It's fair enough. I will say, you've got 10 years on me.
Shall I do one?
Yeah, let's see how quick and better can Georgia do one.
I'll do
compared to
this
mine.
really gross one here.
Georgia not only cleans the window much quicker than Aaron, but she also does a much better job doing it, demonstrating what 10 years working and cleaning in a zoo setting looks like. Because of the size of the enclosure, Aaron and Georgia team up to get the rest of the windows done in good time. Once Georgia and Aaron are happy the inside enclosure is nice and clean, it's time to put both Duke and Tora's food out. Duke will be having his inside, while Tora has hers outside. On the carnivore section, it is absolutely vital that pairs are separated during feeding times to stop any chance of fighting, especially the big cats. With the enclosure clean, and Duke and Tora happy and fed, it's on to the next lot of keeper training.
Okay, so we are on to our next bit of enrichment today, or training, should I say. So what are we up to?
So we're going to be target training our smooth-coated otter, Hallie. So she's right here. So we're doing her training all for veterinary purposes. So we're basically going to get her to hold the stick and basically touch the stick so we can see under her stomach, so we can get her to turn and make sure she's all healthy.
She's got some nice treats as well for her training too.
You're going to be feeding her horse meat as well as some fish as well. And then at the end, we've got this really big fish that you're going to get to chuck as far into the pond as you want. And that lets her know that basically the training session's over.
Well, she seems ready to go, so we won't make her wait any longer.
Of course. So if you want to hold this and hold it, and then I'll kind of guide you. So you're going to start off by going Hallie touch, and then kind of pull it over to the log and go log touch, log touch, and then up, down, paw. Good girl, Hallie.
Slow.
Touch.
There you go, and then hold.
Hold.
Good girl.
Good girl, Hallie. That was perfect.
That was.
You're
a fish.
A perfect otter trainer now.
Put it on the resume.
That was literally brilliant. She did all of it right.
Yeah. It was all Hallie.
Yes, obviously, it's always Hallie. So she's taking it in the water to basically make sure it's nice and soft.
Yeah.
That she can basically chew it.
Right. Touch. No, you didn't touch that one. There you go. And touch. Hold again.
Yep.
Hold.
Good girl, Hallie. So if you give her her final bit, and then we'll do the really big fish.
And do we do anything different for this one?
No, so you're going to be doing the exact same training. And at the end, you're basically going to grab this fish. You can chuck it anywhere you want. Obviously, you don't aim for the flamingos.
No,
you don't want it flying over the edge. Pretty much anywhere. I always recommend people throw it in the pond because you get to see her do a bit of a dive.
Okay, you ready? Hold. Oh, that was very quick. And hold again. Oh, touch again.
You can do hold up or...
And then hold. We'll do hold.
Good girl, Hallie. And then you can take that. I'll take the stick so you can lob it.
Slippy.
Very slippy.
There we go. Ready, Hallie?
And there you go. And you can see how fast she'll grab it. Of course. Did you enjoy your training?
I definitely did. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I think we definitely did all right.
You did it perfectly.
A couple of times we took to get there, but
yeah, that's it. Everyone does.
Yeah.
Not going to get it first try. And obviously Hallie's a very good sport. She knows,
is. She's
knows exactly what
excellent.
she's doing.
Well, we'll leave Hallie to eat her fish, and we'll crack on with some of our other cleaning and enrichment. See you guys there.
So we're going to do a little training session now.
Fantastic.
So we offer these to them most days. Obviously, if they want to come over, they can. But Mika looks quite up for it. So yeah, we'll see how she does.
Aaron looks fast asleep.
Yeah, he
so
looks fast asleep.
he might change if he sees some food.
Yeah.
Okay, let's crack on.
With Mika, we do a few little bits. So we do open mouth.
Yeah.
We're working on side and injection.
Okay.
Which she's got the hang of just recently. So we're really working on like keeping that good, keeping it fresh in her mind. Right, so I'll just show you sides. So you're going to have a couple of grapes in your hands. We're going to lead her this way. You say sides, so you just touch it a few times and she lines up. You touch and then you get a click. And that click means she's done what you wanted and she can have her reward. Sides, and you want that push.
Okay, you want to push in, yeah.
Good girl. So I'll arm you with some grapes and a clicker.
Right.
All yours.
Side.
Nice.
You can get 2 grapes per one. Very gentle.
Yeah, they are.
Side.
Good girl.
Okay.
That's a nice push there.
Nice big grapes. Any more?
Cool. So I'm going to get you to do that again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use the blunt needle.
Okay.
So we train with these. They're not painful at all. It's just so that they can see this. This isn't a new random thing that we use on the day. She's seen it hundreds of times. So you're going to get in a position. I'm going to touch her with the needle. Sides. Touch. Yes. Easy peasy.
Again. Side.
Good girl.
Give you 2 for that one.
So we're going to do open mouth this time. I'll just pinch that. So we're working with her. So she does open, but we're working to get us to hold it for a bit longer.
Okay.
So I've experimented here.
Yeah.
And if I elongate the word open, it's kind of working. So I'll just show you the normal one. So open. Good girl. And this is so we can check her teeth. Open. Good girl. And try again. So what I want her to do is to be listening to the click, like the clicker means, right, I've done it right. Open. Open. Not quite, darling. Open. Hello. Open. So that was quite a long one, so I'll give her that. And it just goes from there, you just build it up.
Of course. Open. Oh, I don't know, that was a bit quick, that one. Ready, open. Come up this way. Open.
Yes.
That was very good. Well done,
Good
Mika.
girl.
Oh, sorry, Mika. Open.
Yes, that was really
That
good.
was very good.
Good girl.
There you go.
Yeah, so we can do paw as well.
Okay.
So she basically mirrors what hand you give her. So paw, and she should show you that. And you want to be, so as soon as she does it, paw. And she can have that, and then she should give you
straight away
the other paw as well. You show her the other hand.
Paw.
Yes. Good girl.
I don't know. It's so. I think I'm so used to seeing the chimps give hands, and you sort of expect with the chimps because they're so. Again, you paw. Have one.
Good.
You expect them to be so intelligent. It's very unique to see the bears be just as good at the training.
Yeah, people don't realise how smart they are.
Good girl.
Very good girl.
And we do the other one. Paw. Paw. Not that one. This one. Paw.
Yes.
Good girl.
Good girl. Well corrected, Mick.
But not everyone at the park is up for training. And as we have shown before, Each training session is completely optional. Although the animals know they'll get a tasty treat. If they're not in the mood for some training, they simply don't have to. And for Kike, she would much rather relax in her warm, comfy bed. And although it seemed like Papa was up for some training, he wasn't quite sure on his new training partner, so he decided to call his training session short. But that wasn't quite it for Aaron's keeper training with the Carnivore team. There was still some midday feeds to be done, along with plenty more cleaning. We're sure our Asian short-clawed otters, Jill and Storm, appreciate the fresh new bed.
So we are now at Troy, so we're going to crack on with some more. What are we up to then, Georgia?
So we need to clean him out now. So I'm going to encourage him to come out, hopefully, with some enrichment.
Yeah.
So what we've got is some very lovely smelly porcupine straw donated
nice.
from Mammal Section to hopefully entice him out. Beautiful.
There we are.
Rich with the urine.
Bit of a...
Perfect.
There you are.
Excellent.
Nice path for him to play about in. Okay.
With Troy well and truly distracted with some scented enrichment, a favorite type of enrichment for big cats, it leaves his bedroom empty for Aaron and Georgia to do their last clean of the day.
I'm going to take all the bedding out, get all the old bones, so he's put one up there for us as well. Lovely. And then we're going to give it all a good scrub and a spray out.
They start by removing the old straw from his bed, keeping any of the straw in good condition, making sure what is kept is nice and dry. Once they have removed all the straw, Aaron uses the leftover water trough to clean the floors. The trough will be refilled later, so Troy has some nice fresh water. Once that is done, Aaron hoses down the mesh, making sure to get under where extra bits of straw and debris can end up. It's then on to scrubbing the floor. Troy does often go for a wee in his house, so this is absolutely crucial in order to keep it clean and smelling as fresh as possible. Once the house has been thoroughly cleaned and dried as much as possible, a new straw bed is made for Troy to enjoy.
Right, so you've completed your carnivore training.
I have.
How did you find it?
It was good. Definitely the most physically taxing, I would say. The giraffe clean was hard, but the tigers was harder, I would say.
Here we go.
I thought it'd be smellier, but I did dodge the bullet with the pool, so
Yeah, you got out of doing the pool.
I did. But the bears was a lot of fun.
I liked the improvement with the windows.
Thank you. Still not good enough, but it's an improvement.
So I am going to award you with your
Thank you
carnivore
very
badge.
much.
There you go.
There we go. So that is 3 done. We've got 2 more to do, and then if Matt is happy, I'll be an honorary keeper. So until then, guys, thank you, Georgia, and I'll see you next time.
Raising awareness and supporting conservation is key to securing the future of orangutans and other endangered and declining species, both in the wild and in human care. If you want to be part of their story, follow us on our social media accounts. Spread the word and help us make a difference.